Hello everybody, my name is Brahir and welcome back to the fourth installment of this tutorial series in Europa Universalis 4. So, let's finish up with the tabs over here. Last episode we saw tech, ideas, missions and stability. Let's go over for the final ones. Let's go and see the religion tab. So here you can check out your current religion. Of course this is Catholic. There are some options like later we can convert if we have Protestant or Reformed. I don't think there are other religions that let you convert, but yeah, we have Catholic. So yeah, each religion has some unique benefits and penalties. Here we have tolerance of true faith +1 and tolerance of heretics -1. Okay, over here, so we have the tolerance of Catholic, heretics and heathens over there. In case of Catholics, over here we have the number of cardinals we control, the papal influence and the reformed desire. We also have the papacy and the defender of the faith. So yeah, each religion has its own mechanism. I think yeah, Orthodox have the patriarchy system, where it has the more force the patriarchy has, the more the benefits. The Sunni has, not the Sunni, the Muslim have the how is it called? Well, this has slider, we have positive or negative, I can't remember right now. What is it called? I can't remember. Then they have Buddhism and you have the karma system. Well, yeah, each religion has its own system. Okay. So, but this is how about the tab. So this is the information of the religion. This is the defender of the faith. If you have 500 gold, you can become the defender of the faith. These are the benefits. Now, what's the negative thing about the defender of the faith? Each time a nation of your religion gets attacked, let's say we are Catholic religion of the faith, and what is this? And let's say, I don't know, Sweden gets attacked by Russia. Since we're the defender of the Catholic faith, Sweden will call us into a war. And trust me, being the defender of the faith can sometimes pull you into wars you don't want to be. You can always choose to decline that. In that case, you will lose the defender of the faith title and get a prestige hit. Now, if you're seeing we are playing as Venice here, we have, instead of legitimacy, we have Republican tradition over here. I think I will do a video separately explaining the different mechanism of Republican tradition, hordes and stuff. So let's stay with the tabs. Here we have the region unity, 72%, because we have Orthodox land and provinces. We can try to convert Corfu, but it will take 1,111 months. Basically, April 1605. Yeah. No, that's not going to happen, because trying to convert gives you a -6 unrest. So, or a 6 unrest, so no. Of course, Cyprus we cannot convert because of that. So the way to convert these guys is to improve my... I have loaded the game with Venice, so I never picked this. But yeah, try to get more missionary strength. Let's see if we have... no, there's no missionary strength advisor. This is buttons to cycle them. We can pay like 25 and try to cycle and get it's random, try to get a better one. Yeah, let's change that to 4 military. We have 4 leaders. Why do we have so many leaders? Expand into terra firme. Versvern. Okay. Well, let's go back to the tab, religion tab. So yeah, this is how we convert. This is the religion tab, all the information about religion in your nation. Now let's go first to subjects. Here, if you have subjects, you can access this tab. It will tell you the type of subject. This is a vassal, the opinion on me, how much they give us, that's 0.06 ducats each month. This would show up over here, 0.06, right there. Here you can see the spoils of war, loot from Bourgogne. We are looting over here, Bourgogne. You can see, show the province, we are looting that. And yeah, this is the liberty desire. If it's over 50, we'll have some problem. They will stop paying us money and giving us stuff. So always try to keep it below 50. Okay. And this is the size. They have 2 troops. Naxos somewhere. Here's Naxos with its 2 troops. Bonuses, I don't know what it is. Income efficiency, I have no idea. Oh, this is for protectorates. These are different. There are different type of vassals. You can have the regular vassal. You can have a personal union with some other nation, and you can have a protectorate. Protectorates are for less advanced civilizations. They will give you trade power and stuff. You have no control over them. You cannot annex them. A vassal you can eventually annex after 50 years. You can annex them. Here are some interactions you can have with the vassal. You can embargo rivals. They will embargo your rivals. Enforce religion if they're in the same religion group but different. Like let's say Naxos is Orthodox, we can enforce them to become Catholic. Now if they are Sunni, since there is different religion group, we cannot do anything. Grant a core and a claim. Well, our grid boards, it's over here. Now this is our core. Okay, let's say I'm not gonna take that. I'd rather have my vassal have that. Well, we can give it to them. Alright, now our Greek gofts, now Naxos have the core. So when we demand from the Ottomans, if we ever do that, Ottoman revolutionaries. Okay. Yeah, we can let them have that. Grant a province, we are at war, but yeah, let's say, hey, Crete, I don't want to manage that. That's an island. I can give, or yeah, I can give it to them. I can give my provinces. I don't. That's very situational. Sometimes you want to give them, but placate local rulers. I can pay 20 prestige to reduce by 10 the liberty desire. Placate a relative on throne. Oh, place a relative. This is if you have a monarchy and they have a regency. I can put my dynasty on the throne. Yeah. Naval scavenge. This is they give us more money, but they don't get called into our wars. So if you like Naxos, they actually don't provide anything to the war. I don't want them to become part of this because they're weak, and yeah, sometimes you can just enable scavenge. Okay. You can set a middle focus for your subjects. Let's say Naxos, I want to be aggressive. Just take whatever you can, or be supportive. Follow me, or yeah, no focus. You can just go okay, supportive. Follow me. So yeah, these are the interactions. You have different interactions depending on if it's a vassal, a personal union. Just go over them. Always hover and see what the effect of the decision you take. Now let's jump into the military. Now I pick up this particular thing because we are at war, and I want to show you some things about wars. First, military tab. These are our infantry, cavalry, and artillery. Okay. This is the cost to recruit them. This is if they have a bonus to the attack. Okay. Some ideas, let's say quality ideas. Over here, infantry combat ability plus 10%. if I pick that, that will eventually show up here, plus 10%. So our infantry will be 10% stronger. Now, you can see here the fire modifier, the shock modifier. I'm not an expert in combat, okay? But basically, your infantry or your troops have a fire point, fire pips, okay? These arrows are offensive and defensive. This is how well they perform the fire phase, the shock phase of each combat. Okay, we will go through that in a second. So basically, each round of combat is 3 fire phases, 3 fire days, I think, 3 days of fire, 3 days of shock, and it repeats 3 days of fire, 3 days of shock, okay? So yeah, this is the modifier, I think, to the fire and the shock phase, okay? Basically, infantry at the beginning of the game, at the beginning you have more shock, and late games you have even fire and shock, okay? Cavalry, it's all about the shock phase. They barely have any fire. Look at the amount of shock phase damage they can do. And artillery is the other way. They have lots of fire and less shock, okay? Now, I'm not an expert on the combat. This is something that sometimes I fail because I think I have a battle won, and sometimes I don't. There's a chance on random on the roll of the dice, but I'm not an expert on this, okay? This is your naval units, okay? This is the amount of each one you have. Naval units, the same, heavies, lights, galleys, and transports. Same deal, okay? The name. Now here the amount of leaders we have. We have 4 leaders, okay? Out of 1, that's why we're losing 3 military points, because we have 3 extra leaders. You can always hire a general for 50, hire an admiral for 50 diplo points. Admirals are tied to diplo points. You can put your ruler, in that case the Serin Dodge Leonardo Loredano, we can put him in as a general. Let's do that. He's a 1-2. This is a modifier to fire, shock dice. This is the maneuver modifier and the siege modifier. Basically, fire and shock, in each phase you have a plus to each die. Maneuver means they move faster through terrain, and in case of like, let's say we're crossing a river, if the offensive army, the offensive leader has more maneuver than the defensive leader, they will not suffer the crossing penalty of a river. So it's very important, if you're going to cross a river, to try to get a good maneuver guy. Although always trying not to to screw the other, because if I have more maneuver but I lose 4 points on this, I don't think it's worth it. And the siege pip means that it is easier for them to siege. Okay, here you can see when you siege a province. Okay, I will go through combat in a second, but when you siege a province, there are some modifiers for sieging, and one of them, leader siege. There you go. We have 1 point for my leader siege. Okay, because the guy leading, Bartolomeo, has 1 point in the siege. So the more siege points you have, the faster you will siege provinces. And trust me, at the late game, when you have level 9 forts, that can sometimes take, and trust me, 3 years to siege a single province. I think it's a must to have a high siege leader sieging those forts. But that's the late game, we can call it. Okay, back to the military tab. we have here the rest of the information. For infantry, you have army tradition. Okay, so army tradition grows up or diminishes, kind of like the prestige. It decreases by a percentage each year, but you can gain first. You gain by winning or losing fights. Sometimes you gain more army tradition by losing a fight than by winning. The concept is you earn from your mistake. So, and the higher the army tradition, okay, there are the effects over there, and of course it affects the leaders you have. So let's say we hire a 12 army tradition leader, you will have something like this, 0, 2, 1. Now if we end up with 100 army tradition, which can be done, we'll probably have like a 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 6 is the maximum, 4, 6, 4, 3, something like that. You can have incredible things with higher army tradition. So if you want to have good generals, you need the army tradition. Okay, land morale. Okay, this is from tech. That's 3. You can go and check up your morale. It is at 3 over here. Now morale is basically this number, 345 over there. So it's your morale and some penalties, including the abolished self-drum. That's a decision. Army tradition affects your morale, and the prestige affects your morale. There are other things that could affect it. Now the force limit is, we're over the force limit. If you are over your force limit, it will be more costly to maintain your troops. You can see over force limit 2.18 ducats. Okay, so try to stay at your limit. Just try to stay at your limit. Same deal within naval forces. That's the same thing. Now military tactics, like I said there, it reduces the damage you need to take in combat. The higher it is, the better. Okay, yeah, tactics can be really game changing in a matter of a war. If you have a tactics advantage, it means your troops will do more damage and they will suffer less damage. Okay, morale means they will stay longer in a fight and it will be harder for them to retreat because they have more morale and will to fight. But the tactics it determines how much damage they can do. So better tactics is really good. So especially in these early levels, tactics over here, 4, 6, and 7. Okay, so yeah, up to 9. Those are really. It used to be 4, 6, 7, 8, and they changed the 8 to 9. But yeah, having up to 7, being at 7, and fighting a guy at 6, that's 0.25 tactics. That is a lot. Okay, that is a lot, especially in a when you have a similar armies composition. Okay. So always check when you're fighting an enemy, okay? Like, okay, I'm Venice, take 8. Always take your rival's tech. Check that out. Like, I'm fighting Hungary, okay, we're 7, we're at the same level of tactics. But sometimes, well, we don't see anybody, but if we find somebody with better tactics, just be careful. Be careful, but those are the details that can make you lose a war. Okay, discipline. Okay, yeah, discipline is the what can I say here? Like the same, it's the best. I don't know if this affect the will to retreat or to shatter. Okay, I think the more discipline. Okay. Usually your discipline is at 100, like this. Okay, it's like the base. You have some more discipline or less discipline depending on your modifiers or your penalties. Defensiveness, I have no idea. How long there will be between ticks in this? Alright, looks like this is for defensive I have never checked this number, defensiveness. Siege ability, this affects how fast we siege. You can see here. Oh, there is the defensiveness, French defensiveness, and my siege ability. So basically the base is 30 days, so every 30 days there will be a tick in the siege, and it is modified by this. So French defensiveness plus my offensive, instead of every 30 days, would be every 34 days. And you say, okay, it's only 4 days. Well, that's more than 10%, that's 16% more time. And in a siege of 500 days, 50%, it's a lot. It's 70 more days, and that is a lot. So yeah, having a siege ability higher, it's good for faster sieges. Okay, combat width, that's 24. That means when you fight, okay, that's how many troops you can put in line. You will see combat in a second. That will show how many troops you can put in line. And these are more forts. We have 4 forts. 4 of them are active. Okay, we can just mothball all of them. Now 0 out of 4. We will put a pop-up, and we can activate them all. Okay, if you don't want to go manually, especially when you have 40 forts, you can mothball all. This is a good one now, because sometimes when you're at peace, you lower the maintenance of your troops because they do nothing, and you declare war and you forget to raise this bar over here, and trust me, you can get instantly crushed when you have a low arm morale army being attacked by a full arm morale army. So they added this, which is very good to have automatically raised the maintenance during war. Okay, so this is the military tab. Now let's talk about a couple of things about military here. Let's go for the siege. Okay, so we have, of course, we're sieging this province. Now, since Bourgogne has no fort, you can check it here. Oh, you do have fort. Just forget what I said. Let's go and check how the sieges work. So, it will have 34 days, like we said. Okay, you need this is said is the maximum garrison. You need 3 times the garrison to start sieging. So I need 6,000 troops, 6 regiments, 6 full regiments, so 6,000 troops to start sieging. We have 20. We have a lot of them. We can always split in half, and because we're suffering a lot of attrition, so we could split in half, but let's just continue. If you want to be smart, you split in half, you take 10 down, alright, and you can still siege with that. But we're going to do this the wrong way, just for the video. So every 34 days there will be a roll of a die. In this case it's a 4. Alright, and now they will apply, what is the die? Oh, this is the right. The 9 was the last roll. Now 9, where is it? Alright, 9, I think, give me a second. Alright, so let's go through the beginning. There will be a roll of a die. That die there's a chance, different chance depending on the progress of the siege. We have some modifiers, okay, +1, +4, because we have artillery. Artillery gives you a bonus to the siege. If you have a blockading port, you have a +2. If the walls are breached, in this case they are not. Oh, no, this is the walls breach. This is the fort level, -2, because they have a level 2 fort over there. If we breach the walls, we have up to +3. We have +1, +2, and +3. We breach the wall 3 times, and then it will give us the percentage of chance to win the siege. So right now we have 4, 5, 9, 7. Let's go and check for the next one. 14%. Oh, because we have 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 3 plus 9, that's 12. So 12 for, yeah, we have 14% chance. Okay, let's wait for the next day. All right, we roll a 1. So a 1, that means, where is it? Disease outbreak. Where's the, I can't remember how this works. I can't remember how this works. This is the total amount. We can go up from 0 to 12 depending on the die, roll of the die. So we have the sum of all of them. Let's wait. I can't remember. This is an event. I don't want to lose stability. Yeah, die of 1 is disease outbreak. You lose 5% of your troops. Well, we roll a 14, so 14, that's water shortage. That's actually what, food shortage. Well, I can't remember exactly how the numbers work here, but yeah, the more time, the more we have 14% chance. Now we have an 8 because we roll Defender's Desert. So Defender Desert gives us +1 siege status. See, I don't get it. Here says Defender Desert +1 siege status. Here says +2. So that's why I don't want to get into the numbers in this tutorial. Basically, some sieges are faster. The more cannons, the more artillery you have, and the better siege, it will be faster. Okay. So let's go and take this. All right, we won the siege. Good. Now, before explaining the peace, I want to talk about something which I think I haven't talked about, which is the CBs, the Cassius Belli. This is, I should have talked about this in the beginning. Yeah, to declare war, let's say I want to declare war on Hungary, I need a valid Cassius Belli to attack. That means a valid excuse to attack somebody. Now, I could attack without any reason because I want. That's different from other games, where the paradox game like Crusader Kings. Here I can attack without a Cassius Belli. Of course, that will give me a -2 stability hit, okay, and some war exhaustion, and some aggressive expansion, okay. So it's usually not a good idea to attack without a CB, a Cassius Belli, okay. Sometimes, if you know what you're doing, go for it, but I recommend wait and fabricate a valid Cassius Belli, okay. So do we have any valid Cassius Belli right now? Let's see. We have Austria, Genoa, Lübeck, Ottomans, and Ragusa. So yeah, we have some. We can always do the easy one, which is fabricate a claim on Laika. So if we manage to get that, we will have a claim that will give us a valid Cassius Belli to attack Hungary to take Laika. We can always take more land, but it will give us more aggressive expansion. It will cost us diplomatic power, okay. So that's why I said when we went through the tech that the advanced Cassius Belli just give us declare war on every nation in the war to just take whatever we want. That's the advanced Cassius Belli, but it's Diplotech 23. So yeah, let me know if you want to know more about the CBs. There are a lot of CBs, okay? Different nations, different tech groups have different type of CBs. There are a lot of CBs. Okay, basically fabricate claims and try to take the lands you're actually going after. Like, I fabricate on Laika. If I attack on Hungary, try to take Laika, because taking more will cost me more, will piss off people, because I'm taking land not supposed to take. Okay, as a merchant republic, we have always a CB on other republics. Okay, show superiority. We can attack, of course. The Ottomans have guaranteed them they will join. Okay, this is who will join my side and who will join their side. Now the Pope cannot be called because, well, they will refuse. They will not accept. Now the Ottomans will probably accept. Always when you declare war, check these ticks. Okay, trust me. I have friends who have, hey, I attacked this tiny. Sorry for that. I attacked this tiny Ragusa, one province, and suddenly the Ottomans join. Now I'm dead. Well, of course, you have to not only check out his allies. Oh, he has no allies. Perfect. Well, watch out, because he's been guaranteed by the Ottomans. So always check this, who's going to join their side and who might join your side. Now with the favor system, you can, let's say, I want to attack Urbino. We cannot. Ferrara. Okay, the only ally is the Papal State. We have no CB. We cannot attack them. See, France, well, they will not join if I attack here. We don't have the CB. But yeah, always check it out, and always check the different CBs. Okay. So once you went into the war, you will have here the progress of the war. We are 36 positive war score. Okay. We have some war score for occupying land from the 13 battles. Basically, if you add up all these 13 battles, that will give me +1 war score. We control the war goal. Okay, what's the war goal here? Basically, this is the League of Cambrai. I logged this game over here, which is the war goal. Take Velschvaren. Okay, that's the CB. Take Velschvaren. Who started this? Oh, they attacked. Or we attacked. No, they did attack to take Velschvarn. Where did they? Okay, this is a loaded game, so I don't know where they get the CB to attack here. They have no CB. But yeah, they want to take that, so since we own the war goal, having the war goal gives you a ticking war score, so it's always important to try to get the war goal as fast as possible. If you want to take a province, like I said in the example, if I want to attack Hungary over Laika, try to siege Laika and have that as fast as possible, because that will give you a ticking war score over time, and in the long run it will add. Okay, now you have all that because of the blockades, because of the attacks. Now let's say I want to peace out. Okay, we have two options. We can talk directly to the leader of the enemy army. Okay, like over here, talking straight for them and dealing and negotiating with the entire alliance. Or we can always talk, if we can, if they are not vassals, if they are not tied to the leader, we can separate peace them, like Navarra, for example. Now I want to white peace Navarra. They say no, we want to stay in this war because we are aiding France. So I can demand things. Of course they will not accept, become to my vassals. Or I can always offer them, like, okay, if you want to peace out, I can give you war reparations. They will say no, They will not betray the ally for gold. So you always try to, if you want to, in a long war, always try to get his allies out first. Now, we have 36 positive war score. I think we can do something with this. So let's talk with France. We could definitely crush them, okay? Now, before we end here, sometimes I will put you an example here. Sometimes you attack like a small nation. Let's say Ferrara. You declare war on Ferrara, and they will add a big ally. No. Now Ferrara has 2 provinces, so you siege those 2 provinces, and your war score is like 10%. You say, why? I have all. Sometimes when you fully occupy an opponent, you get a 100% war score. Well, if there is a bigger ally, you have to siege all of them also to get 100%. Now, if you have been in your war more than 5 years, in this case it's been 12 years, so if you attack on a guy who brings an ally and you fully siege the original enemy, after 5 years, if you fully occupy that will bring you the 100%. That's one thing I learned with the time. So yeah, if you cannot separate peace some bigger allies, try to contain them, try to wait for the 5-year mark and get the 100% war score. Well, in this case, let's go with France with 36. Now I can take land, okay? We can Switzerland can have Wallis, they will accept. They can have Vaud. I can have Provence. I will not take Provence with 72%, 72,000 rebels over there. I can take Narbonne. Now, why I can't take this? Okay, now, this is the thing with the forts, okay? If we want to take land that they have a fort, you need to siege that land, alright? And since I don't have liquidity siege, I cannot take that. Now you can see this is red, this is not red. Why? Why can I take Barry? Well, because first you can only take land you can core. Because it used to be in previous versions that you take land and later you discover, hey, I can't core it. I'm stuck with land I cannot core. So what can I do? Well, here you can only take land you cannot core. So in this case, I can take Languedoc. Now, if I took this, you see now this is red. Why? Because once I core Languedoc, I can core Auvergne. So now I can make a chain and take land eventually to Paris. Of course, that's a lot of war score they will never accept. But if you want to take some land, you can always make a chain and take all of that. Okay. So here we can give these two to Switzerland, okay, they will be happy with that. Now, I can ask them to revoke cores, okay. Let's say, you know what, you have a core there, now you revoke that, you no longer have that core. Now, look at that, Austria will be happy, and they will owe me favors because of that. Hey, that's always good, okay. You can return cores. Instead, look at, I think these two are cores for them. Yeah, we can return cores. Now, the thing with return cores, let me see. See, return cores to Savoy. It will cost me diplo points because this is not part of the war goal. Okay, this is not part of the objective of the war to return, because we're defending here. Now, we're not paying for these two because Switzerland is getting them, so they are paying, okay? Switzerland will pay 54 diplomatic power. Now, if we take land for ourselves, we'll pay 39. So, we can always return cores to other people, we can cancel subjects. hey, Brittany, no longer your vassal. Or Neves, no longer your vassal. Will cost me a lot of deeper points. Okay. You can release nations. Let's say release Burgundy over there, or yeah, release any nation they can release. And your treaties, break your alliances, or just demand, let's say, war reparations. Give me 10% of your income for, I think it's 5 years or 10 years. 10 years. War reparations, 10 years. Give up claims. Well, there are a lot of things you can talk about. Transfer trade power. They will give you 50% of their trade power in the nodes you share. So yeah, let's say in this case I don't know what I want. Well, I don't want any war reparations. Give that to Switzerland, give me this, and cancel Austria's core. So yeah, there we go. We can now offer peace. They will accept. We can ask for money if you want. Asking for money will give you inflation, so be careful with that. Now, this deal will give me 5.5 aggressive expansion, okay, with 93 countries. If some country has more than 50 aggressive expansion towards you, they will join the coalition, so be careful with that. And 10 overextension. So yeah, let's take that. Peace out. And there you go. Now, we have the aggressive expansion. We have... we can now core. There you go. We can core that. Giving the war exhaustion gives us a penalty, so we can lower this by 2. And then core it. So yeah, having a war is, you have to take care when you declare a war and who's going to join. Check the allies, check your allies, okay? We gain favors with Switzerland, so now we have 9 favors. Once we have 10, we can start doing stuff. We have 1 favor with Austria. Yeah. So yeah, when you go to war, be careful. Be careful with the aggressive expansion. Lots of people complain about, hey, I took 2 provinces and now the entire world hates me. Well, if you're France and you take 2 provinces, that's one thing. If you're Frankfurt, 1 province minor, and you take 2 provinces, which means you ate 2 entire countries like Nassau and Mainz, trust me, the entire empire will go after you. So always check your aggressive expansion, okay? Use the political, economic, use the coalition map mode, okay? Check yours, look at that. Austria is 5, okay? France is 9, Hungary is 4. It's all under control. Now once anybody gets over 50, they will join the coalition. So stay under that 50. Don't expand too fast and too aggressively if you're a small nation. If you're France, you can deal with them. Of course, if half of Europe joins a coalition, they will attack and they will beat you. But this is a point in the game where you're so strong that nobody will dare to join a coalition, but you have to be very strong for that. So yeah, well, I hope this completed the final part of this tabs tutorial. I know it took longer than expected, but hey, I'm here to help those who are starting the game. So if you want to know anything else, if you want to know more about the game, let me know. We can share it. We can show you whatever I know about this. We can share my knowledge about the game. Let me know. Always, if you want, you can subscribe to the channel, or you can look me in Steam. You can ask me questions in Steam. I have my Steam account, all that in the description of the channel. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, stay tuned. I may be posting more videos explaining the different expansions, some other stuff I haven't went through, which are the Republican, the theocracies, like all this stuff, the papacy, the empire. We might do another video explaining all this tiny stuff. So stay tuned, guys, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.